Welcome, everybody. Happy Wednesday, November the 2nd. Not November. Whoa. Let's start over. Let's do that one more time. Welcome, everybody. We are live. The Walkway to Fight Club. Happy Wednesday, September the 2nd. Let's try that one more time. 1, 2, 3. Happy Wednesday, September the 2nd, 2020. The Walkway to Fight Club. I am your party host, Steven Muehlhausen. Wow, can't believe it's Wednesday. Man, this week's almost over. God, I feel like the week has just started. What a week this has been. We've had Payback, Raw. We've had NXT. We got Dynamite tonight. Impact was last night. A new Impact World Champion. New Universal Champion. Good Lord, there is so much going on. It is ridiculous. But we are recapping tonight. AEW Dynamite, the go-home show right before All Out this coming Saturday night. Live and only on pay-per-view. It also can be streamed on BR Live. We'll start right to it. Walkway to Fight Club. A lot of stuff going on. If you're watching via YouTube, just subscribe to the channel. That's all you got to do. Walkway to Fight Club. Bam. Subscribe. And if you're watching live, just click that thumbs up. Just give it a thumbs up. It would be greatly appreciated. If you're watching on Facebook, Walkway to Fight Club Facebook page. Simple. Give a reaction to how you feel about the video. Give that old little to the like, to the follow, and you're good to go. Leave questions and comments. We already got a comment in the chat. Every comment, unlike some other places, if you leave a question, you're not paying me to read a comment. You're not paying me to read a question. You will get your questions read, your comments read. I will be here till 3 in the freaking morning if I have to. I don't care. That don't bother me. I do this for you guys. And if you don't know who I am Steven Muehlhausen of The Zone. So Twitter, boop, boop, right down there at @SMuehlhausenJR. I need some followers, man. Every time I get up to like 2680 and 2690, it's do. I don't know if I'm getting spam bots or what, but I'm not a fan. But a lot going on in the world. So make sure you leave your questions and comments. We're not starting with AEW tonight because there's something bigger going on right now than what is going on in the world of a wrestling show. It was revealed late this afternoon, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson and his family testing positive for COVID-19. First, my condolences and my prayers and thoughts go out to The Rock, his wife, and his 2 daughters. Hope you guys will be okay. It seems like It seems like they've had the bad of it. The daughter has really only had a cough, it seems like. Him and his wife had mild symptoms. Hopefully The Rock is going to be okay. Here's the latest that I know. The Rock did a video, but now he says they're on the other end of it, and they're no longer contagious. He's had it for about 2.5, 3 weeks ago. Called it one of the most challenging and difficult things he and his family have ever had to endure. All right, here's a partial quote that I was able to transcribe. But I'm happy to tell you guys that we are, as a family, are good. We are on the other end of it. We are on the other side. We are no longer contagious, and thank God, we are healthy. And we've gotten through COVID-19 stronger and healthier. Believe me, I am counting my blessings, because like all of us, we've all been hit by this thing. Whether it is people we know, family we know, loved ones we know, friends we know. So we are counting our blessings right now, because we're well aware that it isn't always the case that you get on the other end of COVID-19 stronger and healthier. Well said by Dwayne Johnson. Hopefully he will be okay. Seems like they're going to be okay. They're on the far end of things. So that is definitely some good news. Thank God. And we got to remember, I know this thing, COVID-19, sucks. I know everybody doesn't like it. I get it. I understand. But this is real. And it doesn't seem like it's going anywhere. Some people say till right after the election. We shall see. But we do need to be grateful for and count our blessings every single day, because life is precious. And I think sometimes people do forget that. And I don't know why people would forget that, but we should always count our blessings every single day. Please. But the best goes out to the Johnson family. And hopefully, sooner rather than later, The Rock will be back smelling what we're cooking. And we will see The Rock be doing fantastic things. I want to see The Rock in some movies, baby. But enough about The Rock. Hopefully he'll be okay. Let's talk about Dynamite. The go-home show before All Out on September 5th. Daily's Place, Jacksonville, Florida. What do you guys think of the show? I got one comment right away from Luke J. Dan. Not excited for Saturday. Dan, why are you not excited for Saturday? This is a pretty good pay-per-view. You got Moxley-MJF, AEW title. You got Le Champion. You got Chris Jericho against Orange Cassidy. The Mimosa match. You got the Young Bucks against Jurassic Express. You got tag titles, Omega and Page against FTR. Casino Battle Royale. Winner gets an AEW title shot. Very intrigued by who wins that one. I think that's gonna be something. I think it's a good show. I know some people are kind of like, it's okay. It's not great. I think it's a great show. I'm looking forward to it. So, I don't know why no one's really looking forward to the show. Tell me, are you looking forward to the show on Saturday? I am. I think it's going to be pretty damn good. So make sure you guys do watch Saturday night, live and only on pay-per-view. How you guys going to watch? You going to watch on pay-per-view? You going to watch on BR Live? I don't know how I'm going to watch it. Either way, it gets covered by DAZN. I just don't know what way I'm going to watch it. How are you guys going to watch? I don't know. I don't know. But let's get to the show. I was very uneven on this show. There were some really good things about this show, and then there were some things I'm like, what the hell are we seeing? Like, that Casino Battle Royale segment, what the fuck was that? That was pretty bad. I'm tired, and I respect Jake Roberts. I respect Taz. They cut great promos. I get the reason they're there is because Archer isn't the greatest on talking, and neither is Brian Cage or Ricky Starks. I think Ricky Starks actually isn't bad on the stick. I think Ricky Starks should get more time on the microphone. I don't know why he's not. It's disappointing that I keep seeing Jake Roberts and Taz dominating the mic time. I don't need to see that. I want to see the young guys. I want to see if these guys can cut a promo. Can Brian Cage cut a serious, legit promo that gets me interested? Can Lance Archer cut a serious promo to get me excited? I don't need to always hear them talk and dominate the mic time. I like how Eddie Kingston just ran him down. Eddie Kingston. That was the saving grace of that little talking segment. Thank God Eddie Kingston came out. I don't know what the hell Tully Blanchard was doing out there. Just my opinion. I don't know what Tully was doing. That made about 0 sense to me. It didn't make much sense. I loved the segment with FTR and Omega and Page. That was very good. Thank you for the thumbs up, by the way. Greatly appreciate that. That segment, I want to see a little more fire out of these promos from Kenny Omega. FTR is awesome on the stick. That segment was well, and that got me more excited for the pay-per-view. All 4 guys did a great job there. Kudos to Kenny Omega. Kudos to Hangman Adam Page. And kudos to FTR. I was mixed on the end. We knew Moxley was going to beat up the attorney. MJF's got to work on his punches. As great as Maxwell Jacob Friedman is, and he's great on the mic, the most of the battle is talking your way and giving the fans a reason why to buy the pay-per-view. MJF's got that down, I admit, to a science. But where my problem lies with MJF, he's got to his fire's got to his intensity's got to match in his shots. Those boots were a little bit too much space. The punches were a little left to be desired. It took the ring, the bloody Moxley, and then punches were a little better. The intensity was there. I like he wiped the blood on himself. You got me more intrigued for the main event. The first half of that segment, of that interaction, I could have done without. The second half, MJF was great. Great job of selling by Jon Moxley. And I like the women's match. Thunder Rosa and Serena Deeb. Great match. And they got some time. Goodness gracious, that was good. That was fun. Job well done, ladies. The ladies got some time, and the ladies delivered. All right, let's go over the show. Show began. Best friends. Santana and Ortiz. Where was Trent's mom? Man, it's missing her mom. Missing his mom. Come on. Good brawl. That first half of that match is success on the outside. I thought it was a no-holds-barred match. But apparently it didn't start until they got into the ring. Hot tag for Chucky T. Tope on a Santana Ortiz. Soul food for a near fall on Santana. Sunset flip for a 2 count. Trent got the tag, speared off the apron onto the ring steps. Or Santana and Ortiz went for the street sweeper, but Santana got pulled off the apron by Chucky T. Trent hit a crunchy on Ortiz, but Santana placed Ortiz's arm on the ropes to force a break from the ropes. A baton but from Santana to Trent in the back. Santana and Ortiz hit the street sweeper, and the two members of the Inner Circle get the big victory. I thought that was a fun way to start. I love those four in the ring. Aces in my eyes. All four can go. They told there was a story going in. There were stakes. I wanted to watch when there's stakes in a match. As long as the talent is somewhat comparable, the job can get done. Job well done by all four guys. MJF went in his neck brace. Lee Johnson told him that Mark Sterling had locked himself in the locker room and would not come out. Wardlow kicked the door down. MJF cut a promo on Sterling. Told Sterling he better show up for his match with Jon Moxley tonight. Because if Sterling did not show up, MJF loses the title shot at All Out. 8-man tag, the Bucks and Jurassic Express against SCU and Private Party. Come on. If you thought this match was going to be bad, raise your hand. Raise your hand. I didn't think so. This match was awesome. Each team trading highs. It was more of like a glorified spot fest. But it really, let's go right into the end. Top rope splashes from Nick Jackson and Jungle Boy. Jungle Boy got back in, got cut off yet again. Matt Jackson accidentally got hit a super kick on Jungle Boy. A Senton Atomico from Cassidy Kid for a near fall. Jungle Boy hit a Suicida. Excalibur was back tonight. That's how you know when you hear the word Suicida. You know Excalibur is back. Suicida to Daniels, Cassidy, and Kazarian. Luchasaurus had a tall whip on Quinn. Matt Jackson blind tagged in. Hit the BT trigger on Quinn to get the pin. The Young Bucks will face the Jurassic Express at the pay-per-view. I don't like the way they went about this. You could have just really, in all honesty, kind of just done a match and said, hey, you two are wrestling at the pay-per-view. But stakes, got to remember, stakes are important. I love this. So Jake Hager's in the back. For some reason, he's in the back with Orange Cassidy in his locker room. Tells Cassidy that Jericho wants him at ringside tonight. And it would be smart for him to be there. I guess. Kind of confused. I don't know why. Okay. Let's get back to my notes. Let's see. I always lose my spot here, guys. I'm sorry. Segment with Tully and FTR in the back. Talking about a win is a 7-figure payday difference. They like Adam Page, but will run him over to win the tag titles. Top guys out. Must have won that trademark battle with WWE to say that. Because I know they couldn't say top guys. I know WWE was trying to block them from saying that. But awesome. I'm glad they were able to say that. Then they went to commercial. Kenny Omega comes out for a promo with Tony Schiavone. Said Page will have to deal with the Young Bucks in terms of him getting kicked out of the Elite. Everyone makes mistakes and he forgives them, and he just needs to talk to Nick and Matt. Says FTR needs to be at their absolute best to beat him in the Hangman. Out comes, ding, 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 FTR with Tully Blanchard. Love the fact here, they came out with a cooler. You're thinking, oh, it's full of beer. They took out beer. They had Omega chocolate milk. That was great. Because Omega doesn't drink beer. When I talked to him in February, I thought that was so weird. And when he gave me the reason why he didn't drink, I thought it made sense. Just something to preserve his body, keep his body in prime optimum shape. I more than get that. That's shit. To be the best bout machine, you kind of need not to put toxins in your body. So no problem with that at all. Outcome, and they start like they're going to attack Omega. Omega invites them and Tully to come in and beat him up. Out comes Paige. They tell Paige they have known he's known Omega for 5 years, but they've known Paige for a long time. But he's nothing but an insensitive little bitch. And he has little confidence. Omega tries to calm Paige down, tell him that's not true. Paige pushes him. FTR, in the process, FTR stole the belts. They're holding him up. Paige confronts him. They drop the belts at his feet, picks him up, goes to hand it to Omega. But Kenny Omega is nowhere to be found as he is on the outside staring Paige down. You can see Paige was despondent, like, man, I messed up here. This was well done. Awesome ass segment. Well done by all 5 guys here. This was great. Playing off the emotions that Paige is unstable. He doesn't have the confidence to be one of the best in the world, whether it's in singles or tags. Then you have that doubt with the Elite. He pushes Omega. I'm looking forward to this one. If there's any match I'm looking forward to on Saturday night, it's that one. FTR against Omega and Paige. AEW tag titles on the line. I go right to a Jericho interview with Alex Marvez. He tells Marvez he'll be kissed by a girl. Poor Alex Marvez. Maybe he's not wrong. I don't know. Says he's made, in the last 14 weeks, he's made Orange Cassidy a star. Tells Joey Janela things are about to get the whole lot strange for him next. To kick off the second hour, Chris Jericho against Joey Janela. Man, Jericho got... I blared that. I love Judas. Judas, this is my man. I don't even remember the song, but you know what, though? Oh, come on. You people don't like me singing? Man, no one likes me singing. But no, this segment was great. This is a job well done by all parts. This was one-way traffic. Jericho's wearing the Orange Cassidy shirt. Cassidy came to ringside. Someone almost walked into him. It's like, what are you doing? Sit your butt down. Good Lord. Cassidy came out, sat in a chair. Jericho dominated this from start to finish. This ragdolling Janela threw him to the outside. Jericho's taunting Cassidy. Janela comes back in. Jericho hits a code breaker. The Lion Tamer and Janela tapped out. Jericho's back and takes the turnbuckle off, still mocking Orange Cassidy. Rams Janela headfirst into the exposed turnbuckle. Janela's bleeding. Jericho's putting his face on his chest and wiping the blood. Cassidy rushes in, hits Jericho. Hager cuts him off to get the heat. Double team with Jericho and Hager on Cassidy. Sonny Kiss comes out. Janela's weird tag team partner, Joey Janela's tag team partner, came out, punched Jericho, got a suplex by Hager. Cassidy came back, knocked Hager out of the ring. Him and Jericho were going at it. Cassidy went to hit the Superman punch. Jericho got pulled out by Hager. And then in the book bag, Orange Cassidy pulled out the bubbly. Dumped it out. Gave it a thumbs down. Good segment. Got me more excited for the match. I think the match is... This is the wild card of the entire show, I feel like. I think this is going to be... This is another big test for Orange Cassidy. That second match was a bit sloppy. I think they need a great match here. I know Jericho knows that. Because this is Jericho's reputation, too, to show that he can work with younger, unexperienced talent. This is a big match for both guys. Does Jericho still have that to where he can carry a young, inexperienced talent? Cassidy's a good talent, but needs a little bit of work. And this is a bigger match for Chris Jericho than I think people realize. So I think that's going to be fairly interesting coming up on Saturday. Sammy Guevara, Matt Hardy, they're in the picture for picture, and they're just exchanging. They're doing the banners and exchange. They're having their match on Saturday. If Hardy loses, Hardy is out of AEW. I'm looking forward to that. That should be pretty good. If they get a little bit of time, I would be shocked if Matt Hardy lost. And then the worst segment on the entire show. Team Taz comes out, said Cage or Starks will win the Casino Battle Royale. And we got Jake Roberts out with Lance Archer, saying their guy's going to win. They're going back and forth. I fell asleep. I nearly fell asleep. This was boring. Then you had all the guys in the Casino Battle Royale coming out, guys like Darby Allin. Then you had Hager, Santana, and Ortiz. What a waste. Segment was pretty bad. I had no use for that segment. Worst thing I've seen on Dynamite in a while. Then it picked back up. Thunder Rosa and Serena Deeb. Awesome match. Great match. Deeb went after the left arm and the left knee. They traded holds. Went to a striking battle. Rosa had some R drags. In the battle of strikes, Rosa hit a running leg drop. She hits a drop kick in the corner. She used a necktie. Deeb slid out and used an octopus. Deeb went for a pile driver. Rosa got slipped out and hit the Death Valley driver. They traded cradles. Rosa had a one-legged dropkick and then the Thunder driver for the pin. This was awesome. Great match. Job well done here. I don't know if this is good or bad, but this was the best AEW women's match I've seen on television in a very long time. And it was with two women, to my knowledge, not signed to full-time deals. Thunder Rosa, the NWA Women's Champion, Serena Deeb, I don't know if they just brought in for a one-shot deal. I don't know what the situation is. I'll ask. I'm talking to Tony Khan tomorrow. So we'll see. We'll see what Tony Khan has to say, because I thought that match was very good. Thunder Rosa challenging Hikaru Shida for the AEW Women's title on Saturday. That match is going to be good, too. If we get that on Saturday, I think we're going to be in for a treat, because I thought that match was tons of fun. Moxley said it's championship week, and MJF has made it to the top of the rankings. On Saturday, all the distractions go away, and it's him and MJF inside the squared circle to kill or be killed. Moxley said he'll be the meanest. Will have to be the meanest, nastiest MJF we've ever seen to beat him. It's MJF's moment, but everything he's done till now has been easy. Shivani interviews Big Swole. She promised to fight Britt Baker tooth and nail on Saturday at the buy-in show. Reba approached disguised as a pizza delivery person. Baker attacked Swole from behind with a crutch. Baker used a lockjaw on Swole and threw pizza at her. This was not fun. I like Britt Baker, but I don't need to see pizza thrown. And this was bad. Britt Baker will be meeting Big Swole at the buy-in in a tooth and nail match. I still don't know what. I know Britt Baker's a dentist, but okay. The main event: Jon Moxley and Mark Sterling. Moxley was letting Sterling try to hit him. This was great. He was like, "Come on, turn his back to him." Stood in front of him, trying to get him to hit him, but then he poked him in the eye. I thought that was pretty good. Beat Sterling around ringside, hit him with his white shoe, which he didn't seem a fan of the shoe. Moxley bet him some more in the ring, hit the paradigm shift for the win. Wardlow came in immediately and beat the bejesus out of Moxley, a clothesline, a couple left hands, and here comes MJF, Walker and all, gets to the top of the step. Magically, ladies and gentlemen, MJF's neck was fine, came in and put a beat down. Jon Moxley stomps, some bad right hands. It took to get the Dynamite Diamond ring, hit Moxley, bloodied Moxley, and then MJF realized, oh shit, I actually have to remember how to punch. Beat his ass down like a drum, wiped the blood of Moxley on his chest and face. A strong ending to the show. I thought it was good. That first half, I thought was pretty good. We're going to learn a lot here about MJF. Moxley's a great all-around talent. I'm still not sold on MJF's in-ring skills. They haven't caught up to his mouth. Not yet. To me, this is put up or shut up time for Maxwell Jacob Friedman. It is. He's gotten this far based on potential and great in-ring and great microphone work. I'm just not convinced yet. If he can deliver in the ring, he's got the shot on Saturday. Win or lose. I do respect him for his mic work. He sold me on the match. But then you do, in this day of age, you have to also deliver in the ring. There's two things you have to do in wrestling. Talk on the mic and be able to work. This isn't the 80s of the era of Hulkamania, brother. Or being like Roddy Piper. He is the modern day Roddy Piper. But he needs to prove he can also work. And when Piper needed to, Piper worked. Let's see. This is a bigger match for MJF than people are really talking about here. He's got to deliver. You know what you're getting from Jon Moxley. But what are we going to get from Maxwell Jacob Friedman? Someone's has got to go. I think it's going to be interesting. Let's get in. Hold on really quickly. Let's go over the Dynamite card real quick. The AEW card real quick. It will be Jon Moxley, MJF for the AEW World Heavyweight title. Tag titles on the line. Kenny Omega and Hangman Page defend against FTR with Tully Blanchard at ringside. The women's title also on the line. Hikaru Shida defending against NWA Women's Champion Thunder Rosa. The Young Bucks taking on the Jurassic Express. And then you have members of the Dark Order, Brody Lee, Colt Cabana, Stu Grayson against Matt Cardona, Scorpio Sky, and I'm forgetting who the other person is here. I'm having a brain cramp here. I apologize for that, guys. I forget. I am so sorry. You have the Casino Battle Royale. 21 people. The winner will get the winner of the main event. I wonder if they're going to do this. See, this is the one thing I wish they would do. I appreciate the fact they do title matches on the show, on Dynamite. But I want to see. I just want to see. God, I'm losing my train of thought here. I don't know why, guys. I'm so sorry. I want to see that title shot on pay-per-view, kind of like how the WWE does Royal Rumble at WrestleMania. The winner of the Rumble goes to WrestleMania. I want to see that with this Casino Battle Royale. Winner gets a title shot at the next pay-per-view. That way you have the next challenger already set. That's just me. And then you have it buy-in, the tooth and nail match. Britt Baker returns to the ring against Big Swole. I'm looking forward to the show. I think this show should be tons of fun. You got some matches that are a little bit for everybody. There's really no discrimination here. Got Chris Jericho and Orange Cassidy in a Mimosa Mayhem match. Matt Hardy against Sammy Guevara. Matt Hardy loses. Matt Hardy is out of AEW in a Broken Rules match. Here is the match I got confused. The Dark Order with TNT champion Mr. Brody Lee, Colt Cabana, Evil Uno. I forgot about Evil Uno. Stu Grayson against the Natural Nightmares, Dustin Rhodes and QT Marshall, Scorpio Sky, and Matt Cardona. I think that's going to be a fun show. I think it's going to do a better. Then they asked about a buy rate. I was asked this question a couple times today. Moxley and Brody Lee did 120. 120,000. maybe 100. I'm going to go 140. I'm going to go 140,000 total pay-per-view buys between BR Live and pay-per-view and traditional pay-per-view. How are you guys going to watch that pay-per-view? Leave questions and comments, guys. I think I'm going to watch on traditional pay-per-view. It's hard. Internet streaming is so... I love it because I work for DAZN and I don't ever have a problem with my DAZN when I'm covering a fight. ESPN Plus is pretty solid too. The times I've used the BR Live though, it's been pretty sketchy. It's been very hit or miss. So I think I'm gonna suck up. I think it's the pay-per-view is what, $50? So I think I'm gonna spend the $50 on traditional pay-per-view where I know it's going to work. It's off my satellite instead of going that way. Let's see. Let's get to our next topic. NXT ratings. I was wondering how these ratings were going to be, and you know what? I was wrong. Viewership up. Show average 849,000 viewers, up 3% from last Wednesday's show. The second highest number for NXT this year, trailing just episode 2 weeks ago that averaged 853,000 viewers. The show last night was headlined by the 60-minute Iron Man 4-way match for the vacant NXT title. Finn Balor, Adam Cole, Johnny Gargano, and Tommaso Ciampa, which went to a no finish as Cole and Balor each had 2 falls. They will meet coming up on Tuesday night. Once again, as the NHL will be airing their playoffs next Wednesday on USA. This is good news. You're up 3%. But more importantly, they did a 0.26 in the 18-49 demo, finishing 10th overall on cable in the category. The highest NXT has done since the first couple of weeks on USA. It was up 8.3% from last week, and it's the highest for NXT since December 18th. Women 18-49.19, up 11.8%. Men 18-49.33, up 10%. People 18-34 was even at 0.14. Females 12-34.11, up 120%. Wow. Males 12-34.18, down 10%. And people 25-54.30, up 7.1%. And people over 40.40, down 2.4%. A lot of news broadcasts talking about President Trump in Kenosha. An NHL game aired opposite of the show and did 1.2 million viewers on the NBC Sports Network. NXT will air again on Tuesday due to the NHL playoffs. A great week for NXT. Even though you had a really shitty finish to your main event, still, the WWE has to be pleased. And this leads to the final topic of the night. NXT moving to a new night. There are some reports out there that WWE is considering moving NXT to Tuesday nights. You look at this week's rating and you could be like, okay, there's a reason why, but you're giving a blockbuster main event. Next week's show, you're giving away a blockbuster main event. You're giving a pay-per-view caliber main event. The ratings should be good. The ratings shouldn't be bad. I don't have a lot of faith. If you say they go to Tuesday, we'll talk hypothetical. You go to Tuesday night. You can't put on NXT heavyweight title matches every single Tuesday. Well, you could, but you're going to devalue the title. I thought Impact was doing it, and I thought Eric Young's title win on Tuesday night should have gotten a better response than it did. It's because Eddie Edwards was defending the title every single week. Great thought, but it's something you shouldn't do every week. Not for your major title. You want to move to another night too? I think that's conceding defeat to AEW. That shows that at 75 years old, Vince McMahon doesn't want to fight. I find that very hard to believe. I can't believe they're going to go, WWE would consider going to a new night. You're Vincent Kennedy McMahon, the king of pro wrestling. Upstart group comes in, gets a TV deal on TNT. After 4 months, gets a better TV deal for a lot of money for an upstart that's only been around for 4 months on TNT. Got a big deal. And you're just going to concede? I just don't see Vince McMahon conceding. I'm sorry. I would be shocked because that's telling me they lost. The war is over. And I find it hard to believe Vince McMahon's going to concede defeat. Because that's what it is. WWE can spin it all they want, and they do. They try. They do. And you got a lot of fans out there and a lot of people, some of the media, will go along with that narrative. But if we're going to be honest, that's not the narrative. And let's not fool people. But, man, I don't know. Hey, they want to do it because they think they're going to get better ratings, but you can't put on these kind of matches every week. You can't. There's no way you can. That's a hard standard to live up to. And that's not a knock on WWE, because NXT has great talent. Oh my God, the best talent in the world, and some of the best talent in the world. Best talent in WWE. Who hopefully will stay there and not then get bastardized on the main roster and get treated like horse manure. Let's hope that's not the case. But it is very interesting. It's something just to keep your eye on here. We'll see what the rating will be for next week's show and see kind of where they go going forward. And we will end with that. A short night tonight. Short podcast. Just kind of wanted to touch base, review some Dynamite. But I want to thank everyone for watching. People that left questions. It's greatly appreciated. It does mean a lot. A lot coming up. Tomorrow's a big day for the Walkway to Fight Club. An exclusive interview with The Miz. I said it. The Miz. Huge interview. I thought a better than expected interview. I really didn't know what to expect. I kind of thought it would just be a shill interview, run in the mill. I know he's got his shtick and he's got it down. But I had some fun with it, and I could tell he did too. We were talking golf, fantasy football, MLB, talking about being on the road. Now that he's home more with his kids, which he's very happy to do. He's getting to see his kids grow up. And we discussed the controversy with Big E from the last two Talking Smacks. Very controversial, and I thought The Miz was pretty honest in his assessment. I give him credit. Very, very brutally honest. And I thought I really appreciated that. And I want to thank The Miz for the time as well. I thought he was great. He took a lot of time. It took about 15 minutes, and I had a lot of fun. You can catch that tomorrow exclusively. That will be first on YouTube. All you got to do, subscribe to the Walkway to Fight Club. Just boom. You subscribe, that interview will be up very early tomorrow. I promise. It will be up. I'm going to work on it tonight, and it will be ready for you guys tomorrow. It will be ready. I guarantee it. Looking forward to that interview being up. You go to YouTube, just subscribe, like this video. Tons of great content. All the recap shows. We have interviews with Dakota Kai. We have interviews up with Bailey. We have interviews up with Jon Moxley. Interviews with Anthony Joshua, Eddie Hearn, Dana White, CM Punk, Chael Sonnen, Bill Goldberg. You name it. Colby Covington, you name it, it's on there. Just find it. I promise it will be there. Just go to youtube.com/The Walkway to Fight Club, or just type in The Walkway to Fight Club. Subscribe to the channel, like all the videos, and tell your friends and tell everyone you know about the Walkway to Fight Club YouTube page. And also, if you're watching on Facebook, all you got to do is simple. Give a reaction to the video, like the page, and also hit that follow page. Boom, boom, you're done. Or just go to Facebook, type in the Walkway to Fight Club, like, follow, you're done. That's it. Takes 30 seconds if you have good internet. Also on Twitter, at Walkway Fight. We also have an Instagram page for the podcast, Walkway to Fight Club, all in lowercase letters. You can find me on Twitter right there at Muehlhausen Jr. And this podcast will be available for audio tomorrow on iTunes, Google Play, Spotify, and all your favorite podcasting platforms. The Miz podcast will be on there Friday, but the video version will be up tomorrow live on YouTube. Great stuff with the Miz. That interview is gonna be the talk of the wrestling circles tomorrow. I got a feeling my phone is gonna be blowing up tomorrow. But I greatly appreciate you guys watching. It means a lot. It's greatly appreciated. We will have an all-out prediction video as well. We'll have an all-out recap show as well. Maybe we were supposed to do an interview with Alistair Overeem. That interview got canceled. I do apologize for that. And that was on me. My schedule got a little too hectic and I couldn't do an interview with Alistair Overeem. Also have a cool article coming up tomorrow on sportingnews.com. It's a surprise, is all I'm going to say. But I want to thank everyone for watching. People that have watched the last week, thank you so much. It really means a lot. It's greatly appreciated. My name is Steven Muehlhausen, and I will talk to you guys next time.